Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Look, if you're losing sleep because you can't find the money to get your bills paid or to get money to fix your car or you need money uh, just for an emergency, I'm going to show you some lenders that will be able to help you. Now, the first one is CashNet USA. Now, for many people, they are familiar with CashNet USA. However, many of us are not familiar with the amount of products that they actually offer. Now, one thing about it with CashNet USA, they're not in every state. And so I have different lenders that's going to be able to help you, but CashNet USA you really should pay attention to. Now, here's the thing about it. Like CashNet USA, you can see here they offer installment loans. But as I was saying, like their installment loans, they only offer it in 3 states, right? Now, that being said, since they only offer installment loans in 3 states, then I would definitely tell you this may not be the best option for you. However, there is something else that they do offer. Now, they do offer a cash advance, okay? And so, in terms of with their cash advance, again, is not in all 50 states, all right? But again, I do have other lenders to help you. Now, one of the things about it, I wanted to point out, I always tell you about the alternative credit bureaus, right? And so you can see here with their cash advance, that they offer, they tell you about the alternative credit bureaus. But right here, this is clarity. Okay. For those of you that follow me, know that Clarity is owned by Experian. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me go. See, Clarity is owned by Experian. Now, what this is your financial credit bureau. For some of you all that are not familiar, there's multiple financial credit bureaus. And I tell people most of the time you don't get denied for a loan because of your credit score. A lot of times these financial credit bureaus, they have outdated information. You may have been staying in apartment A and moved to apartment B. So when you apply for a loan, you put on their apartment B, but these third-party financial credit bureaus have apartment A. And so since it's a conflict of interest, you end up getting denied, but it has nothing to do with the credit. So Clarity is one. You also have Teletrack. Teletrack is owned by Equifax. And yes, guys, like I always tell you, you can get your real credit report, financial credit report, so you can see what's going on. And that way, you're able to request an investigation. You can freeze your credit report. All of this, it basically tells you how to actually opt out to keep other lenders from actually selling your information. And this through Equifax, but you can use the same process with your name, your current address, any previous addresses and stuff. Now, one of the things I always tell you when you're going after your previous addresses and stuff, you need to get your real credit report. So whether you're doing that through annual credit report or my FICO is because 90% of the banks actually use that system. Okay. And I always tell people when I'm helping you, when you're trying to fix your credit or you're trying to get funding and stuff, to always pull your MyFICO. I'll put a link below, but that's the system you want to use when you're actually dealing with the banks. Now, there's another third-party credit bureau, and that's Factor Trust. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the loans, but I just want you all to know that a lot of time when you get denied, it's not because of the credit score. It's just because of the data that's with the third party credit bureaus. And with like I said here with CashNet USA, they actually will use third party credit bureaus and stuff to actually take a look. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. They also offer lines of credit. And you guys know how I feel about lines of credit. I always tell you if a lender is offering a line of credit, always go for the line of credit over the loan. And the reason is because with the line of credit, you can borrow it, you can use it, and then pay it back and continue using it like a revolving credit card without reapplying. Now, here's a tactic you can do. If you have bad credit and stuff, if you're able to get a $2,000 line of credit um, from CashnetUSA, my next thing that I would do when I'm building my credit and I need money, I would also apply for one of these easy credit cards, okay? Like the Fit MasterCard, or I would also apply for the Reflex card as well. So I would apply for one of these cards too. So that way you can actually stack your money, especially when you have bad credit. All right. Now, going back to CashNet USA, like I said, in terms of these are the states that they operate in, but let me show you some other lenders that you may be able to get approved for with bad credit. You have River Valley loans. Now, as you can see with River Valley loans, again, they're not in all 50 states, but they go from 200 up to $3,000. And they are an actual tribal lender. And so I always tell people out of transparency, tribal lenders, they offer a higher interest rate than your traditional banks and everything. However, they don't go through as much red tape. So their usual minimum requirements is making sure that the information on the application is accurate, making sure that the minimum income that you have, and I would usually tell anybody this, is that you usually have at least $1,000 after taxes monthly. Okay, so that's basically about $250 after taxes on a weekly basis. And yes, you can have government assistance and still qualify for these type of loans. So this is one lender beyond the CashNet USA. Now, another tribal lender you may want to check out is Explore Credit, okay? And so with Explore Credit, as you can see here, their loans go from 250 up to $2,000. Again, another tribal lender. So just keep in mind, by them not following state and government regulations, that their interest rates definitely going to be much higher. Now, one of the things I always tell you guys, if you are working a job, please go to your HR, especially if you're financially struggling. You want to do two things. One, you want to ask your HR for this W-4 form. Okay, this is going to stop them from taking income taxes out of your check, and that way you'll be able to bring home a larger paycheck. Okay, and that way you may not have to take out those high interest rate loans. All right, so that's number one you want to do with your HR. Number two, if you have a retirement plan, I would check and see if they are will allow me to borrow against my retirement plan to pay down some bills and things of that way. That way, the money I'm paying back in interest goes to me or my retirement plan versus uh, just going out to another lender. Okay, so that's what I would do. Now, let me show you something else that may be helpful to you. Now, another resource you guys should check out is findhelp.org. Guys, this is free information. And the reason that I tell you all to use the free resources first, that way not only you can get help paying your bills, but you'll be able to keep more money in your pocket because you're not paying high interest on loans and stuff. So that's only if you really need that money, then I would say go for it. Hey, but if you can just use these free programs to give you some leverage, why not? Now, I put in the zip code 72315, which is Blytheville, Arkansas. And the thing about it is just to show you, like with findhelp.org, they have resources for food, housing, goods, transportation, health, money, care, education. So you can see, even work, if you need helping with finding work and stuff like that, or the legal. They even have stuff with legal. So being able to utilize these resources, you also can go to your public library and they have a list of resources for you as well. Now we're going to get back to these loans, but I want to show you one more resource. Now, if I'm doing a good job, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Let me know if you use any of these lenders. Now, there's another company out there called BMG Money. Now, if your employer is signed up with them, then you can take out a loan with them. And as you can see here, their loans go from 500 up to 12,000. Okay. And they're able to do instant approval, and it shows you there's no credit score required. All right. So the thing about it is being able to see if your employer actually offers this. So that way, if your employer offers a service like this, and you can see here, I wanted to point out their interest rates. You can see here what their interest rates are. So it's averaging when you have bad credit and stuff like that. So you're looking at average of what the banks may charge, but at the same time, it is a resource for you guys that are working a job. Now, another platform you guys may want to check out is Viva Payday Loan. Now, Viva Payday Loans, as you can see here, their interest is from 5.99 up to 35.99, averaging what I would say about what credit unions and banks, like I said, but these are institutions that are focused with people that have bad credit, but they're trying to give you a second chance. So that's the reason why I would take a look at Viva Payday Loan. Now, one last lender I would definitely take a look at is Big Buck Loans. They are a platform as well, but you can see they go from 100 up to 5,000. All credit scores welcome. Funds transferred in 15 minutes. All right. So they do same day. It is a platform. So just keep that in mind. But again, guys, I cannot stress this enough. I show you these resources, but use your free resources first and then go after these here high interest rate loans if you need it right away. Okay, so I hope this helps you. If you have any other questions, you can click the link in the description, schedule one-on-one consultation. Thank you.